Hello everyone, Circle here, and I'm here with the first episode of the second season of the USDL. That's quite a mouthful. We're facing off versus Calion this time, the guy that had a reverse 6-0 last season. So he's also one of my close friends on the whole server. So as normal, I'm gonna put his team up there. He has a pretty scary team, like a bunch of really offensive threats, and there's also some like gimmicks mixed in there, which are a big problem for my team because like I have one gimmick, which is Trick Room, and I kind of built my team around 3 different modes which I can bring. The strongest one being Trick Room. Trick Room is my if things go bad, I use Trick Room option. 2 of the things are kind of based around what's strong because I have Trick Room, which can pair very well with Pickable and Steelix. I have Taunt because that's just useful. Ally Switch works very well with a set of Darmanitan. And Nightshade is just to have something to do damage with. Pressure can come in pretty handy, but I don't think in the long run it's gonna matter too much. Seeing how like offensive and quick his team is, like his team is kind of pointed towards like just pushing buttons and getting killed. So I don't think he's gonna have much chance to run out of PP. I have Vikavolt, which this is a pretty basic like Trick Room based set. I'm actually not running minus speed nature, and that's for a very specific reason. Because there's a kill leaderboard, and I want Steelix to get a lot of kills here. It's my Trick Room on, and it's very strong, so I really kind of want to direct most of the work to this. In Trick Room, Steelix will outspeed Vikavolt, but with Air Slash I can potentially boost, I can Dynamax this and boost speed with Max Air King for Obstagoon and Darmanitan, also for Gudra if necessary. And that's just really handy. Thunderbolt just hits very hard. I can protect while Dusclops settles the Trick Room. And lastly, I have Mudshot, and that's more a specific a team specific, because it hits not only Lucario and Toxicity, but mostly with Colossal. I didn't really talk about the gimmicks he has, but he can run Surf with Colossal to get weakness policy and his steam engine, so that's something I'm pretty scared of. So if I can hit that with a max weight, that's gonna hurt a lot. Like from this special attack stat, like this is 145 meaning 427. That's gonna do a lot of damage. He also has Lucario, which can get beaten up to get +4, which is pretty scary. Hexorus just hits very hard. Same with Toxicity, who can just Toxicity can spam Boom Burst if it's next to Mimikyu, so that's something I gotta watch out for. Obstagoon is here to basically do the thing it always does, which is get its guts activated. Obstruct is amazing because it lowers the defense, and that's just better than Protect. And Protect is such a big move in doubles. It's running Facade, of course. That's gonna hit like the majority of his team. The only things that doesn't really hit are his Lucario and his Mimikyu. Which Lucario I can break, and Mimikyu can't really do much to Steelix, so I'm not all too worried about that. Knockoff is just very nice in general. I need to watch out not to hit the Lucario with that. But yeah, it's basically here to do the thing it always does. Steelix is my main sweeper in Rec Room. He's running Sheer Force Life Orb with max HP but no defense investment. He has base 200 defense, so that's naturally very good, and it should live a neutral normal hit. If it's not Dynamax, it should easily live a close combat from Lucario. So Charizard might be a problem if it's special. He did run physical last time, so I don't know if he will. But if he does, I have Gudra, which can switch into that. This set just runs Iron Head, Earthquake, Rock Slide. These two are multi-hit moves, but I'm planning on making them all into Dynamax moves. So again, this can protect. It's just kind of the same as Fork, but like much greater. I have video things, which is Galarian, Darmanitan, Zen mode, which, if you don't know, turns into the Snowman. I'm really hoping I can take a game with this. I'm running substitute Pelipper, so I can substitute, then ally switch to mess Calion up and play some mind games to get the belly drum. And from that point, Rock Slide and Earthquake are both multi-hit moves, and at +6, plus I have the speed, that's just gonna hurt everything. Like, there's nothing that can easily come in. Like, maybe the Mimikyu can burn its disguise on this, but then I'll have 2 Pokemon in the back that can deal with Mimikyu. So, and lastly, I have Gudra, which Gudra is, I said this in the draft breakdown, it's an amazing value thing. It's support here, leftover protect to get some recovery. It can do very well next to like spamming Earthquake. It can protect after Earthquake. It can use Breaking Swipe, Muddy Water and Bulldoze to inflict like stat drops. Breaking Swipe for attack. It also hits the Hexorus pretty hard since Hexorus is a physical attacker. Bulldoze can help versus Lucario and Colossal and Hitmonlee and Mimikyu. It kills the Toxtricity straight up, but the lowered speed is very helpful. And Muddy Water has a chance of dropping accuracy, which Muddy Water was a pretty popular move in VGC at some point. I don't remember exactly when, but I did run Muddy Water Cappuccini at some point. So that's just a really helpful move to have. Overall, this could go either of 2 ways. Like, my Trick Room is very strong. Air Slash speed boosting on Obstagoon is pretty strong. And I have like the one meme strat. It all depends on what he's bringing, honestly. We'll have to see about that. He can bring pretty scary stuff, but I think most of it is going to be gimmicks, which means that if I can get my gimmicks off first, I just like I negate it. So anyway, alright, first game. Brought the Lucario, the Mimikyu. I kind of expect the Lucario Mimikyu. Hexorus is that Sneasel is alright. This is pretty much what I expected, although I did expect Colossal. He's probably gonna lead Lucario Mimikyu, because he's probably gonna try to like beat up here. I think I want to lead with like Gooning on him and the Fork, and then with Sludge Sport and I guess video things. This way I can use the Air Slash and boost my speed possibly. Plus if he goes Toxtricity, I can max Quake that, so these two are pretty scary. Alright, Lucario and Mimikyu, yeah, I did expect that. I really hope he goes for Obstagoon here and I can max break that with Lucario. It should do a lot. I don't know if it kills, but it definitely does a whole lot. Maybe I should have air slashed actually, because that way Obstagoon would have been faster. Right. He gets +4. And he yeah, that dies. Brick Break does like barely any damage. Gouda can bulldoze maybe if I obstruct here. Lucario, please hit my Obstagoon. Play rough, yes. He has like Ice Punch. Damn it. I think this is pretty much over because like my Darmanitan doesn't really do enough. I can Earthquake here, but it's probably gonna die in one hit. So that's really like this is a really good strategy, but I did expect it that it's like really hard to counter. I definitely think next time I need to bring like Trick Room, because that's just Lucario can just treat me again, and I don't want that to happen. With like Vikavolt and Steelix and Dusclops, I can protect like Steelix, so that should be good. He gets Protect with Mimikyu. Alright, Mimikyu has Protect. And Earthquake does a lot to Lucario, and he kills my Obstagoon. And now I can of course click Earthquake here, and that will kill Lucario, but I think this is over. He beats me up. Earthquake does kill Lucario and breaks Mimikyu's disguise. Oh. He has Charizard with... yeah, Charizard is a little bit faster, so... alright. This is pretty much... I wasn't ready for this. If I would have Rock Slided, I would have been able to take out this Charizard. Yeah. Anyway, let's hope it goes better in it. Alright. Let's just lead Dusclops, and yeah. If I lead Dusclops and Steelix, that means I can most likely deal with the Lucario lead if he does that again. He might just go for it again because it worked last time, and he's in the lead now. Vikavolt of course, and I think Gouda is the best option, just because it supports Sneasel. Charizard. Right, I just Trick Room here and Protect. I think the Charizard is going to Fire type my Steelix. By that move, I don't know what the Sneasel wants to do. I think if it attacks my Dusclops, it will live, but like Dusclops is very bulky, so right, he Dynamaxes the Charizard. I Protect. He Surfs. Oh, that's so cool. He has weakness policy. That's like a colossal thing, but with solar power, that's really cool. But it is Trick Room now, so I can Nightshade and probably Max Rockfall into the Charizard is probably the best option. I need to get his Dynamax out of the way. Plus it gets the Sun away and Touch Up Sandstorm. At this point, Steelix is gonna just get a KO. Right, Max Rockfall kills Charizard. Nightshade goes into the Sneasel. Or not, never mind. That would have been nice damage, but he killed Dusclops, so now I can go into Vikavolt for free. He goes Mimikyu. Let me Air Slash into that Mimikyu, I think, because I could Max Steel. Mudshot with lower attack. Yeah, I can try for flinch on the Mimikyu and then kill the Sneasel. That way, like, Mimikyu can't do much to Steelix. Sneasel might be a problem with like flinches, so I think this is... oh look, Rose is coming to check. Nice. Alright, we do get rid of the Sneasel. Mimikyu gets its disguise busted, which that's very big. And Lucario, I can just I think doubling in on the Lucario is probably best. Or I could just make. I think Max Drake will kill it. His comment. I hate Trick Room. It's so good in doubles. It's just basically an instant win if you're not prepared for it, because the Trick Room mons are so powerful, and Steelix, like, he has Earthquake and Rock Slide, and those just do so much damage. Yeah, I had the defense boost, so that doesn't do anything. Alright, so 1-1. I think he might just go Lucario Mimikyu again next time, because it worked last time. I think I want to go for the move set, but honestly, Trick Room, he doesn't have much for Trick Room. I think if he leads Lucario, I need to lead Steelix Dusclops, because that way I actually hold up. Dusclops, Steelix, Pikavolt, and yeah, Video Thing should be fine, because it does have Rock Slide and Earthquake, which are very good versus like the top specialty. I need to go for the Trick Room again, and that's the safest way for me to win here. If he brings Lucario Wicked, I think the Scrops can take 1+4. What was his best move specifically? Max Fire. I think I can lift that. Actually, let me Max Quake here, because last time I showed Protect, and I hope he's just gonna like attack the Dusclops with his Lucario. It's a pretty big gamble, because like it depends on the kind of player he is. If he's like last time he protected, so I'm gonna use that time to attack the Dusclops. That's just gonna be very good for me. Alright, he beats up. Hold up. He actually max knuckled into Steelix. Hold up, that's +4. I'm weak to that. Excuse you? I knew Steelix was bulky, but damn. That, like, I got the knockout on the Lucario, and I got my Trick Room off, and my Steelix lived the +4 max knuckle, which was stab. Alright, Nightshade and the Mimikyu just to break that disguise, and then Rockfall, of course, into Charizard. Mimikyu is the least of our problems, so that doesn't really matter. It can Shadow Sneak into the Steelix, which, because of the high HP, it won't knock it out. So, and with Dusclops, he actually Shadow Sneaks into the Dusclops. I get rid of Charizard, and he goes Hexus. He had Hexus. I can Nightshade, and I think Max Steel Spike is my best one, because it gives the defense boost, and that makes Dusclops harder to kill. Alright. And he only has Mimikyu versus my 2 months. I think he's gonna, because this is my last time, he's gonna Shadow Sneak into a Steelix. I might live this, actually. Oh, he crits. No, never mind. I get a Nightshade off, and Mimikyu is very, very low. That's it. Actually, let me just show off and I switch, because I had that for a reason, and I just kind of want to show this. And that way he's gonna attack Nightshade, like Shadow Sneak into the Pikavolt. Alright, yeah. He doesn't like Trick Room. Can't blame him, because like it's such a common double set. Yeah, he Shadow Sneaks. Shadow Sneaks into me, and that way my Dusclops can just live here. And that's a 3-0. And that means we actually won our first week match. And this was insanely close. And Calion said beforehand that he didn't have any like preparation. He had some things he had to deal with in real life, so he didn't really have time to prepare. But he really put up a fight. He really doesn't like the trucker. Alright. But yeah, he didn't even bring Tux Twisty. Insert trucker. Alright, this was a really cool way to start off the season. I'm really happy we got to win, and like Steelix lived that +4 max knuckle. That was insane. I know the 300 base defense is insane, but like that's just really good. I'm really happy this started off, and I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next week.